Now, if you've been with us for the entirety of the show, you heard us talk a little bit about this earlier, but
Yes.
I want to get into the whole story here. Some students in Waco, Texas are learning to distinguish real news from fake news. Why this isn't a class in every school, I don't know.
Right?
Video production students at Waco ISD are learning what news is and what news isn't. The class instruction has things on the importance of news literacy within their weekly newscast. It encourages double-checking sources. It's critical of artificial intelligence posts, and it teaches kids how to spot artificial intelligence posts. The leader of the class says that making awareness a key part of what they do is helping these students spot truth and helping them determine what isn't and what is maybe, sometimes you'll look at two articles that maybe look real, but one's from like blogspot doc /
Always
dot nothing.
check the sources.
The URL, the sources, all of it.
Yes, that was one thing, that got drilled into us in school was check the sources. I know our I couldn't use Wikipedia as a source. We were like, you can use Wikipedia as like the launching point, but you can't cite Wikipedia as a research source because you've got to double check, triple check those sources. So like if it's a .net versus a .org, like there's a lot of things out there to just sort of, start thinking or train your eye. But I think there's also a lot of things out there that like, if it doesn't sound right, you might want to do a little extra double checking. If it feels like a heavy opinion might be in there, that you're like, hold on.
As simple as this, and they talked about this in the article, a headline can be a little misleading sometimes, especially, here for the most part at Coast TV, if I write an article, I also write the headline. But there are a lot of newspapers, much bigger newspapers, where like headline writer is an actual job, and the person that writes the article is a different person. And sometimes those headlines are a little bit more salacious than what the actual article says. And so even just reading like the first paragraph of a story sometimes makes you go back and look at the headline and go, that doesn't quite match up. But so many of us will just see the headlines and not really dig in to find out anymore and just take that headline at face value.
Well, yeah, and I think social media and sort of the quick hit style of social media has kind of retrained our brains to do that, where you see something online, you share it really quickly, and then you kind of forget about it, and maybe you didn't do any of the double or triple checking that you probably should have before you shared a source like that. And I think that very, very few of us take the time when you're scrolling through social media, see something outrageous, and then actually click on it and read through it.
And by the way, this isn't just a problem for kids in school, although I think that is the best place to start teaching. We've now seen the AI thing happen to lawyers who are filing briefs, and they're using AI, and it's hallucinating stuff that doesn't actually exist, and it's putting it into actual cases, and then judges are coming back and being like, yo, man, this ain't a thing.
I think in a way I'm sort of jealous of, the college age students right now, because there will be classes built around telling the difference between AI, and they're going to be coming out of college at an advantage compared to some of us who are just sort of navigating it on our own right now. Like, I feel like at the moment I'm still pretty good and looking at things suspiciously enough of like, something about this doesn't quite pass the smell test. I'm thinking it's AI. But we're probably only a few years away from that changing for me, and I won't be able to tell so well anymore.
I agree. It's a scary world. But we're going to take a break right now. Don't go anywhere. We have more coming up right here on Coast Life after this.